This week, Inside the Galaxy. Hear what the guys are saying about facing Barcelona at the Rose Bowl on August 1st. Get to know the Trinidad and Tobago international Chris Birchall as he begins training with the club. And of course, we'll preview Sunday's home match versus the Columbus Crew. All this week Inside the Galaxy. Hello, Galaxy fans. I'm Troy Bardy with LAGalaxy.com, and welcome to This Week Inside the Galaxy. In recent news, the club announced that they'll be facing Barcelona on August 1st at the Rose Bowl. And after a recent road tie, members of the team spoke to the media about facing one of the world's greatest clubs.
We think the opportunity to play Barcelona is absolutely fantastic. Arguably, Barcelona is the finest club team in the world. They'll likely win La Liga, and they're in the finals of the Champions League, and they have some of the most prominent players in the world coming to Los Angeles with Lionel Messi, Henry, Eto'o, and a great group of other players to support those three outstanding players. We think it's going to be a great opportunity for our team. Playing a club of this nature, we also think it's a fabulous opportunity for the people in Los Angeles to see arguably the best soccer team in the world. So we look forward to the August 1st date in the Rose Bowl, and it'll be a great day for the LA Galaxy.
It'll be fun to play Barcelona, especially right now. I had the opportunity to play against Messi with the U.S. team against Argentina, and I was incredibly impressed with the way he plays. I'm sure with Henry, Eto'o, Iniesta, and Xavi, Yaya Touré, all these guys are going to be a handful, and they're going to be tough to play against. But for us, it's a good learning experience. It'll be fun, and we get to challenge ourselves against one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah, it's a great team, Played them with New York, and special players, unbelievable players, best players in the world. When you have a chance to step on the field with players like that, it's a great opportunity for us and for the fans.
For me, they're the best passing team in the world with Iniesta and Xavi. It's going to be a big challenge for us, but a very fun game to be a part of.
You play hard, but you gotta, be careful. You gotta compete, but you gotta respect players like that. Make millions and millions of dollars, and just have fun, enjoy, and it's a privilege to play with players like that.
Yeah, I used to come down to LA with the Earthquakes and play in the Rose Bowl against the Galaxy, and I always hated it as the visiting team. So to finally go as the home team will be a lot of fun. It'll be exciting, and I think for everyone it'll be a great night of soccer.
To be on the field with some of the great players in the world can only be a positive. So again, we really look forward to this opportunity to play Barcelona.
What an exciting night of soccer that will be. Tickets go on sale to the general public at the end of the month. We'll certainly keep you posted on that. Meanwhile, Galaxy fans saw a new face in a uniform this week. His name, Chris Birchall, the Trinidad and Tobago international, and I had a chance to catch up with him after his first practice.
I'm from England, but as some people may know, I play for Trinidad and Tobago due to my mum being born there. So it gives me the eligibility to play for Trinidad. But no, I was growing up in England and played all my football or soccer in England all my life until I got the opportunity to train with the Galaxy. I got spotted, I think, a good few months ago by Bruce. I think he scouted me watching for Trinidad and Tobago against the national team and against all the other CONCACAF teams. So I think that's where he spotted me and asked me to come along. Yeah, this season, I started at Coventry. But as two new managers came in since I signed, their new manager wants his own players and a new team, which is understandable. So to get games, I had to move out, and I went to Brighton, where I got a good number of games. But like you said, it was a relegation battle, and we stayed up on the last game of the season, so that was good, really. I tend to be an aggressive player in the centre of midfield. I can play out on the right, but I do prefer it in the centre, where I can get more involved in the game. And the type of the player that closes down players, doesn't let them get time. Just an annoying kind of player, really. Gives niggly fouls, but just try to win the ball back and put them under pressure and have shots from outside the box. I've known a bit about the team. Obviously, the profile of the club is a lot bigger now, and the MLS is getting bigger and better and more profile, especially in England. But yeah, I know a good few players from the team. Landon played against him a good few times, Eddie Lewis, Kyle Patterson, and the coach. So it wasn't all an unknown thing for me. I did know a few players.
And lastly, what do you think about the facilities here and the weather here in LA?
everything's perfect. Couldn't ask for more, really. The facilities are the best I've ever seen. They're up there with high Premiership clubs and the best clubs in the world. It really is a great training facility, stadium, everything really is. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, after 2 road draws, the Galaxy return home Sunday afternoon to take on the Columbus Crew. The Galaxy look to extend their unbeaten streak to 7 as they look for their 2nd consecutive home win. Meanwhile, I caught up with former Crew midfielder Stefani McGlue, who explains this isn't just any ordinary game.
I'm very excited. You know, it's always a pleasure to go and face an old team. It always builds you up, gives you a lot of, makes your blood run faster and hotter. So I'm really excited about that. Excited to see the guys beforehand, but you know, when it comes to match time, it's all business and no niceties.
Yeah, I saw their game this weekend against Kansas City, and I thought they were just very good. And, you know, and Charlotte has been outstanding this season. I think this is the best he's played in MLS. So, you know, he's a good one, and I think they've got a lot of production out of Epco on the right, and Rogers is coming back from some injuries on the left, and their defense has been good. You know, obviously, Chad Marshall's defender of the year in the league, and Frankie Hayek has returned from an injury where he's out probably about 6 games. So I think we're catching that team in form, so it's going to be a real difficult game.
You know, Columbus is a good team. They're the defending champions. You know, you obviously go through a lull. As many teams know, once you win the championship, you know, right now they're trying to find their form again, and it's our duty and our job to try to make sure that, you know, they don't come out here, you know, blazing, you know, at us. Columbus has always been like our bogey team, you know, regardless of how they've finished in the table. So, you know, it's going to be a battle.
They have a lot of strength. You know, they're a very good defensive team. This year they haven't been as prolific up top, but when you have players like Alejandro, Guillermo, Robbie Rogers, Eddie Gavin, Ekpo playing in the midfield, these are all guys that on any given day can score goals. So we have to be wary of that and really not throw caution to the wind.
In support of Military Day, the first 7,500 in attendance will receive this cool Galaxy hat. Until next week, thanks for watching this week Inside the Galaxy.